Greetings! I found a little spot in the Sand Run Metro Parks for a conversation today, so I'm glad you're joining me. This is week 2, video clip 2 of our Sadhana series around the yamas and the niyamas. And the yamas and the niyamas are from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. They are the observances and the restraints that were recommended to the seekers in days gone by for purifying their heart, their soul, their behavior, their mind in preparation for the practices of yoga. So the yamas and the niyamas are the first step of the practice, and I appreciate your joining me for this series so that we can each walk together, or so that we can walk together through each of the yamas and the niyamas. So our first session was on the yama ahimsa, which is non-harming. This second week will be a practice of Satya, of truth. It's the second yama. And ahimsa and Satya are like partners. We need them both. The way two hands come together at your heart center. Ahimsa is non-harming, loving kindness, compassion. And we need a solid foundation of that before we can approach the second yama, Satya, which is truth. And so compassion, non-harming, together with truth, honesty, integrity, create that sense of yoga, that union of yoga. So compassion, non-harming is our great foundation. It's like the container. And Satya is truth, of course, is very helpful. But without the container of compassion and non-harming, Satya can be a rather dangerous tool. As you can imagine, speaking your truth without compassion, without loving kindness, or even investigating with yourself, within yourself for your own truth, without a container of compassion for yourself, is risky business. And so Satya, truth, requires ahimsa, non-harming, in order to come to that center place of union with self and connection to others. So what I'd like to consider today is a little bit of balancing left, right, and creating partnership and union in the body, because I find that seeking truth, investigating within myself for truth, requires a great deal of present moment awareness. And so if I want to cut through illusion and see what reality is, to know what's real and what's true about myself or a situation, a relationship, I can't be in the past. Because in the past, I'm merely in memory. And memory is no longer the truth. Memory is the past filtered and rearranged and organized in a way that serves me in some way and then stored, right? So memory, the past, isn't reality anymore. It's not true anymore. Same, the future, anticipation, expectation, there's no truth to that. That's me looking through the lens of my self-image, the lens of my beliefs, the lens of my past experiences, and projecting what the future might be. And that's not reality either. That's, an illusion as well. And so the past being memory illusion and the future being expectation illusion, neither of those true. This present moment is the truth. And so we've got these two ideas, ahimsa plus Satya, both required. And in this present moment, these two seed ideas for working with Satya this week. And so what I'd like to offer you is the balancing breath of Nadi Sadhana, the alternate nostril breathing, that allows us to go left-right across the energetic centers or across the energetic channels of our body to create some centering, grounding, clarity right there in the middle, the way the hands meet, right at heart center. And Nadi Sadhana, this pranayama practice, this breath practice, also so effective in bringing us to the present moment and releasing our mind from the past or from the future. And so what the practice is about is bringing the breath in and out, alternate nostrils in a particular pattern. And so I'm going to show it to you and set it up. It's definitely a breath practice that you'll want to sit and ground yourself and find natural, deep yogic breathing in preparation. And then it's also a breath practice that you'll want to sit with deep yogic breathing and stillness after you complete. And so my instruction today is basically how to do Nadi Sadhana and then to leave you with that seed thought. And so this not being a whole practice, but this being the suggestion for your work today, this week around Satya. So here we go. I like the variation where the two peace fingers go right at the base of the eyebrows. And then naturally, the thumb will rest on the left nostril and the ring finger will rest on the right nostril. And Nadi Sadhana begins and ends always by breathing in or breathing out the left nostril. So the left nostril is always the beginning and the left nostril is always the end. And so also Nadi Sadhana involves switching the block at the top of the inhale. And so we'll use the ring finger to block the right nostril and breathe in the left nostril. And then when you get to the top of the inhale, switch your fingers, block the left, release the right, and breathe out the right nostril. Breathe in the right nostril, and you're at the top of the inhale again, so switch the fingers, breathe out the left. Breathe in the left. At the top of the breath, switch, breathe out the right. Breathe in the right. At the top of the breath, switch the fingers, breathe out the left. Breathe in the left. At the top of the breath, switch the block and breathe out the right. Breathe in the right nostril. At the top of the breath, switch your fingers, breathe out the left. And I'll go ahead and end the instruction there so that the video stays short enough to post and to share. But I leave you with those instructions for Nadi Sadhana and for that seed idea, so that in your practice this week, even a few cycles of that breath you'll find will bring you to a centered place and a present place. And so remembering that you require the practice of ahimsa to move forward with you from last week into this week as you add the practice of Satya and truth. And so cutting through illusion, cutting through false beliefs to come to clarity and truth does require a great deal of loving compassion towards ourselves and towards others. And it most certainly is a present moment practice. Neither the past nor the future has the truth that we are seeking. And so those two ideas for you, and also available to you is a blog writing that's on my website and will be shared to this page as well. And so keep your eyes open for that, because there will be additional suggestions for working with Satya this week. And I wish you a very blessed day. Namaste.